and welcome to CTN Journal. I'm Jennifer Anderson. On any given night, you don't have to look too hard to find live music in the Twin Cities. What you won't find are many groups like this local band. Have a listen.
Nice and easy. 1, 2, 3, and... Picking up the pieces of my sweet shattered dream.
To spend a little time with David Carlson is to barely scratch the surface.
When I was a kid and in through high school and in through college, I kept saying, I want to do it all.
Doing it all can look and sound like a lot of different things.
Okay, here we go.
On this night, it's rehearsal for one of his many projects, a Gordon Lightfoot tribute band.
He's a songwriter, he's a storyteller. I think that's the draw.
As eclectic as his basement studio
I walk away.
is David Carlson's artistic career. Coming of age in the 60s, Dave was never far from an instrument and quick to find himself at center stage.
Between 8 years old and 10, 11 years old, I was putting on little shows and carnivals in my backyard.
Those backyard beginnings led to a lifelong profession. His body of work is expansive. He's released 9 solo albums, acted and directed in live theater here and around the country, and performed with the likes of Prince and Willie Nelson.
I've gotten some great things as an actor, as a designer, as a musician. If you can pay your bills and pay your rent and have a house, roof over your head and put shoes on your kids' feet and put food on the table, you're successful in this business.
Dave also helped shape future artists as a teacher at Minneapolis Community College and for the Anoka-Hennepin School District.
Dave was the perfect teacher for a guy like me.
Coon Rapids native Benjamin Menson first met Dave as a high school music student. A decade later, a chance meeting at a Coon Rapids store led to this.
You can connect to that music no matter what. I come from a heavy metal background, but this music, it's universal.
Benjamin soon enlisted a fellow Coon Rapids classmate, and the Gordon Lightfoot tribute band was suddenly retooled into a multi-generational collaboration. On a Saturday night in St. Paul,
All right, let's do a sound check. Is sound okay out there?
40-year-old songs are alive. And teacher and student play together.
Dave is my biggest inspiration, not just musically, but just reaching out to a guy like me to just be in his band. It's to learn how to play this music and fit in the role, not just be a guy in the band, but really get into a role with the band.
Well, it's like a fresh breath of air, actually, because I've been doing this for years.
Dave and drummer Jim Miller first formed the Gordon Lightfoot tribute band in the 90s. David always found a lot of parallels between his own sound and that of the famous songwriter. Then, he ended up backstage at a Lightfoot concert in the late 70s.
I'm backstage standing with Lightfoot in the wings, just side by side. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm just standing here with Gordon Lightfoot watching the opening act. I can't believe this is happening. And he goes, hey, you were jamming with those guys last night on that song. And he pushes me. I go, whoa. He said, get out there. He's really kind of a cut-up. I mean, his songs are serious and heartfelt, but he has a sense of humor that you would not believe. And one of them threw a guitar in my hand like halfway through the song. And so that's my sort of unofficial opening for Gordon.
Whenever Lightfoot came to town, the musicians connected over backstage jam sessions.
And I always bought his albums and just admired his songwriting. His music it's really, really phenomenal.
As for the young boy who wanted to do it all, there is likely more artistry still to come from David Carlson.
I don't know, I guess I just love it and I can't help myself.
Not that long ago, David Carlson ran into Gordon Lightfoot again when he was in town on his 80th birthday tour. He was delighted to have Lightfoot's blessing that the tribute band is still alive and well. That wraps up this edition of CTN Journal. Thanks for watching, and I hope you join us again.